Hello everyone, Chaotic.Neutral here with a few potentially game-changing ideas. These are things that I've reflected on for quite some time, and I wholeheartedly believe that if they're implemented, they would greatly improve gameplay for many players, as well as clearing up some long-standing inconsistencies in free mode. Let's talk about cargo. Currently, players only have the option to destroy cargo, which yields an insignificant payout of $2,000. In a game where cars and properties cost many millions of dollars, $2,000 is nothing. In some instances, you might even spend more than $2,000 to buy the sticky bombs and RPGs required to destroy a cargo shipment. The only exception I've found so far is vehicle cargo, which you can steal and return to your own warehouse. This was a step in the right direction, but was unfortunately never expanded upon with other cargo types. Stealing a player's car and delivering it intact is one of the most enjoyable, heart-pounding adventures you can have in this game. I propose giving players the option to steal cargo in addition to simply destroying it. This could mean hijacking a delivery vehicle to make the sale and getting paid instead of the original owner, stealing supplies from other players to deliver to our own properties, or even raiding other players' warehouses or businesses. GTA Online is, at its core, a game about beating down rival gangs and organizations to get ahead in the criminal underworld. Stealing from NPC factions like the Lost and Merryweather is already commonplace, so by that logic, there's no reason why players wouldn't also steal from each other if given the chance. You can already steal heist prep equipment and vehicle exports, so it would be a logical next step to expand on that mechanic and allow stealing other cargo types as well. This would open up a brand new gameplay style for PvP-oriented players. Usually when new content is added, it's a cookie-cutter formula of buying supplies or stealing them from NPCs and delivering them to a property, then waiting for a while and finally selling the finished product. Expanding this to include stealing from players would add tremendously to the gameplay value of all cargo-related missions and properties, and allow players to take on a bandit-style role, keeping a watchful eye on the map for opportunities to earn some quick cash, or increase their returns from their properties by obtaining supplies at no cost to themselves, all while engaging in meaningful and rewarding PvP. Currently, many players sell exclusively in invite-only lobbies to minimize risk. I propose increasing the current 1% per player lobby bonus to 2% per player to incentivize selling in public lobbies. This would increase the number of opportunities for PvP players to target cargo, while also providing a fair trade-off for confident players who want to maximize the profits of their business and are willing to take risks. For sourcing missions, the amount of supplies obtained from these missions should be increased accordingly to the number of players in the lobby, since currently there is absolutely no reason to source any kind of supplies in public sessions. An additional way to expand upon this would be to implement a scarcity bonus for those who still choose to destroy cargo rather than steal it. Every unit of cargo destroyed could give a stacking bonus that would increase the payout for making a sale of a similar cargo type, since now that the supply of that item has been decreased, any remaining stock should be worth more. For example, destroying a gun running shipment would give you a bonus to the payout from delivering your own gun running stock. This is simple supply and demand. If there is suddenly much less of any item available, it is more difficult to get it, and therefore more expensive. If someone destroyed a massive shipment of gasoline barrels in real life, the price of gasoline would skyrocket. The same applies to food, medicine, computer chips, and so on. It would be logical for cargo to work the same way. In comparison to the current system of a flat $2,000 for each unit of cargo destroyed, a bonus to your own sales would make much more sense from both a gameplay and economical perspective, as well as serving as a lore-friendly explanation of mechanics. Players would be encouraged to destroy competitors' products to monopolize the market, then sell their own stock of the same cargo for a premium, rather than getting a small amount of cash for unknown reasons. Where does the $2,000 come from? Who's paying you and how do they benefit from you destroying cargo? A bonus has none of these logic holes, as it is simple cause and effect with intuitive results. This would also give players a real, viable reward for destroying cargo, since let's be honest, getting $2,000 and 500 RP is funny to joke about, but it's only ever been a joke. You could earn much more money by doing almost anything else. Since Rockstar clearly intends for players to engage in these activities, and they even go to the trouble of adding new notifications every time they add a new type of cargo, they could better accomplish their goal and legitimize this playstyle by properly incentivizing players to steal or destroy cargo. If they wanted to go all out with this concept, Rockstar could even implement the ability to initiate an attack on a rival's properties to steal cargo and supplies. This also has an in-game precedent, with hostile NPCs occasionally attacking player-owned properties to steal from them. Allowing players to do the same to each other would expand on this concept in a way that would be exciting, rewarding, and consistent with current game mechanics. This could be treated as a sort of heist, with an initial investment required to begin setup, prep missions to steal the necessary tools, and an option to split the cut during the raid with other players who are helping you. This would make it a serious investment with a huge payout, and not just a low-effort filler mission that anyone can start whenever they happen to feel like it. This would also mean that it wouldn't be something players would just waste to grief a level 10 small warehouse, for example. Instead, higher level players with potentially more lucrative properties would be prioritized. Why steal $10,000 worth of crates when you could make off with $1 million worth of cocaine? This could even be enforced with a requirement for the property to meet a minimum stock level, ensuring that only logical, profitable targets would be selected. Leaving the session while the mission is active should have negative consequences for anyone who bails. If the defender leaves, it would default to a successful raid for the attacker, and if the attacker leaves, they earn nothing and the defender wins. Successfully defeating an attack, or making the attacker rage quit, should provide a significant cash reward to the defender to both reward them and discourage them simply leaving the lobby when an attack is initiated. I truly hope Rockstar considers implementing these ideas, or at least some of them. While it would seemingly be small changes, allowing players to steal cargo and offering a real reward for destroying or stealing it would have far-reaching effects on the nature of free mode PvP and breathe new life into the game for grinders, griefers, and tryhards alike. Additionally, since players can already sell and source in invite-only sessions, anyone wishing to opt out of these improvements could easily do so by simply avoiding public lobbies. Simply put, these suggestions have no real downsides and would only serve to add more excitement and chaos to free mode. Thanks for watching, and have a nice day.